Hello everyone, my name is Steve TV Online, and I am going to be submitting Nikoderiko, the Magical World Any Percent, the Marathon. This is like a combination between Donkey Kong Country and Crash Bandicoot, and you'll see why once we start up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit play, we're going to go to New Game, Easy, and one player. So the timing will start the second that I hit one player here, in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so this game is very interesting. The first thing that we're going to do first, obviously, is that we're going to skip this first cutscene right here. That was really good. We got it right on the first frame that we could. And then we're going to go into Skyward Falls. We're going to also do our first cutscene, or another cutscene skip, I should say. And then we're going to get into our first mount. We're going to see many mounts throughout this entire game, except for we're going to be seeing the Toad a lot, because you'll see why in just a second once we get into it. So we're going to skip this dialogue box here, and then we're going to jump right into Sacred Forest. So in Sacred Forest, it's just like basically the tutorial you're going to see as we're running through this level. It's going to say, this is how you dive, this is how you run, this is how you attack. Oh, make sure to slide into this enemy. Well, we won't need to worry about that, because actually, later on in this level, normally you would have to get the Toad anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the Toad early by summoning it. But first, the first thing that we have to do here is we are going to be jumping, and we're going to be slamming down. We're going to get as far over here this way as we can, and then we're going to go over this way. We're going to summon the Toad, and then we're going to let's hop. And let's go. Time to take off. So what I'm doing right here, I'm not actually mashing the button. I'm just holding down the X button. If I let go, he just completely stops. So we're just going to do this because it allows for us to go and just constantly attack. We're going to be doing this quite a bit throughout the run. And this is just like a straightforward level. Like I said, there's not a lot to do. It's just like running forward. You're seeing multiple different enemies throughout this level. And as you can see, it's kind of, like I said, a Donkey Kong Country-esque Crash Bandicoot store with the mounts, as well as the 3D and 2D scenarios with Crash Bandicoot and also Donkey Kong Country. We're going to land on that, and then we're going to go all the way back over this way. We're actually almost done. Well, we're almost done with this first area, and then you'll see where the Crash Bandicoot-esque portion comes into play here. So we're going to stop attacking, and then we're going to go here, and we're going to go into a 3D mode right here, where we have some Crash Bandicoot-esque sort of situations. There we go. Well, that's fine. Normally, it does have kind of a homing attack, even if I'm not like aiming towards it. But we're just going to put some shortcuts here. We're going to jump up to the second one and then do a small hop to get up here. So as you saw a little bit right there, there is a little bit of homing to it. Then we're just going to do a little shortcut right there as well. And then after that, we are just going to go and we're going to jump into the ending here. And what's going to happen here is you're just going to see me punch the ending here once and only once, because that way that it doesn't like multiply all of the fireflies inside of the level. And doing that will allow for us to, it's the same amount of time if you hit it multiple times compared to only one time. So I just hit it one time, and that way it doesn't add up at the very end there. So now we're going to be going into the next level, which is Tricky Caves. Tricky Caves, we are going to once again be using the Toad for the level. And Tricky Caves, each one of these levels, they're basically all like the very beginning levels, are just like basically tutorial levels. And in Tricky Caves, you wake up these pillars. You see the pillars that you can wake them up and they move up and down and stuff like that. We're not going to be too worried about that. It's just hopping. That's why we're going to be using the Toad. Like I said, the Toad is very overpowered. We're going to be standing still, and then we're going to summon the Toad, and we're going to run forward. We're going to fall all the way down here. Then we're going to go this way, go from Donkey Kong Country into a Crash Bandicoot right away. Then we go right back into a Donkey Kong Country-esque level. So I keep on saying Donkey Kong Country and Crash Bandicoot. The creators, Avia Games, have literally said that it is inspired by both Crash Bandicoot and Donkey Kong Country. So I can actually say that yes, this is inspired by those games. Alright, so what I did there is you can dismount from any one of your mounts. So I took Toad there and I did a big jump with Toad, and then I just dismounted. This one is important to dismount in a certain area in order to get up to the top here. And now we're just going to slide forward. We're not going to worry about Toad here because it's a lot easier. Thanks for sliding, Nico. Well, too bad I didn't have Toad there. That's fine. This is why we don't need Toad anymore, because these things you can't slam down with Toad, obviously. Here we go, we're going to slam down and then we're going to slide. Perfect. Then we are going to grab up Toad right here. So it doesn't really matter what we do here, because we would normally be getting a different mount compared to the Toad here. But because Toad is still the fastest way to go, we will not be seeing that mount, which would normally be the Dino here first. But we're not worried about that, we're just going to continue on. And this is why we want Toad here. You would have to dismount there, it tells you to dismount in order to get to that next area. However, we can just jump up with Toad and we can continue on. Perfect. And there we go. In. Perfect. That was actually a really good level. We did that really well. Besides getting hit that one time. So the one thing, we're playing on easy here, and the one thing about easy mode compared to the normal difficulty is that you start with 3 stars, and if you die, you don't go all the way back to the checkpoint specifically. Sometimes you do, most of the times you won't. You'll spawn at the last area that was most convenient, I guess you could call it. So this is Owl Spire Wheels, once again inspired by Donkey Kong Country, and you'll see why about 3/4 of the way through the level. But this is also, once again, faster when you have the Toad. So once again, we're going to be grabbing up the Toad, spawning him in, and we are going to continue on. Here we go, spawn in Toad, and let's get hopping. Drop down Toad with me, and then we can get a little bit of a boost right there instead of having to spawn him in. If you attack those areas down while one of your summons are on there, then they will fall with you, and that will actually become very important later on in some of the levels. Specifically, later levels. There's 7 worlds, I believe, 7 areas, and it would be in the 6th area where it's the most important. Right. This is a really fun... Oops. Well, that was weird. Whatever. I always get stuck there for some reason. And I never remember to jump. Because you wouldn't think you would have to jump there. Alright. Let's do some more jumping. Perfect. And now this is... Well, okay, not yet. The next area is where it's inspired by Donkey Kong Country. So right here, we're going to do a little bit of a jump here. Perfect. Curve it around. No, we're going to jump up here, and then we're going to jump up to the second one. Now we're going into the fun area right here. So there's... Maybe this was inspired by Donkey Kong Country, I don't know. Tell me. So this area is super, super fun. Nice. Perfect. That's exactly how you want that to go. Jump off of his head. And jump up. Perfect. That was a good Owl Spire Wheels. Almost a perfect Owl Spire Wheels, I guess I should say. Perfect. Okay, now we're going into the next level. We are 2 levels away from the first boss. And this next one... I will never remember the name until I get up there. Jellyfish Cove. Okay, this one is really fun. This is our first underwater level in a way. We start off right away not being underwater, but we do go underwater later on. So what I'm going to be doing right away is I'm going to be running forward. And as I run forward, this is going to start the level off with me already going. I'm going to be dashing like that, see? So this is one of the few levels where you can start right away instead of having to wait for Nico to do his slide thing. So you're like, well, why aren't you using the toad? Great question. I don't know why I'm not allowed to use toad here. Oops, that's fine. Oops, that's on. That's on. There we go. And these 3 guys. Perfect. Please let me go. There we go. Whew! That was weird. Normally you just want to run past those guys, but for some reason it made me attack them. Now we're gonna go under the jellyfish. Jellyfish Cove. We're gonna go over to the side over here. That way we won't get hit by these jellyfish. This is where the fun begins. And we're gonna go all the way over here. We're just gonna go straight. Doesn't matter if these guys are in our way, we can just kill them. Once again, we're gonna go under the jellyfish. Go all the way up this way. They're gonna be out of our way. We're gonna go up. And then we're going to go this way. And once again, we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna go all the way under the jellyfish. Through these jellyfish. The hit is fine. Then we're going to go up and we're going to finish off the level. That was a really good Jellyfish Cove. Like, almost perfect. Perfect level. Alright, now we're going on to our first boss, which is Darby's Dam Rampage. And I'm not swearing, I promise. It's his dam. It's his dam. So now let's go over to Darby. So, Darby is a beaver, as you can see. But the thing is, he's attacking us. He's not evil. He's just taking his rampage because we destroy his home, that his hard work that he did with his dam. So I don't feel bad that he's going after us, because if you built a house and all of a sudden somebody just comes in to destroys it, what would you do? You would be pretty pissed off too, wouldn't you? Alright. So like I said, he has this nice place and we end up coming in and just destroying it. So we're going to stand as close as we can right here until he sends out the water. Oops, that's fine. Then we're going to get close again. Then we're going to stay close as we can. We're going to shoot water at us. Oops. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. We'll try it again. Mistakes can happen like that. We'll try that again. No big deal. Alright. Come on, Darby. This is actually the easiest, one of the easier bosses in the game. And I just kind of messed it up. There we go. Should be good. Let's try this again. This is how you're supposed to dodge it. There we go. Oops. There we go. Now he's dead. Okay. So that was unfortunate for that death, but that's not that big of an issue. With my estimate that I've said, it allows for like mistakes like that to happen, including the final area. I'm going to explain this right now. There is a chance for the game to crash in the final 3 areas, and for some reason it just always crashes, and if it does, it kind of messes with the final boss, so then I have to try and like make sure that I'm able to kill the final boss. Otherwise, it's impossible to kill the final boss. It messes with it for some reason. Don't know why. But it is possible, like, to reset it. Okay, we're going to go in, and then we're going to go in again. Don't hit the B button. There's nothing there, Steve. Alright, this is the Cobring Mines. The Cobrings are the enemies for the bad guy, Grimbald. I forgot to explain the story. Luna and Nico are exploring, and they find this big chest. However, once they escape with the chest and everything, then Grimbald comes in and he takes the chest from us. So now we're going through all these worlds in order to find Grimbald and claim our treasure back. So right here, this is one of the first areas that we do not actually use the toad. We're just going to be going normally. Oh, that's fun. Grab it, thank you. Sometimes he just doesn't like to grab that. Perfect, there we go, and we're going to be jumping into a minecart that has no reference to any game whatsoever. Alright, so this is not really an auto-scroller in a way, because we have to actually, like, do some stuff here, but it's kind of fun, like, the references to all these Donkey Kong Country and Crash Bandicoot games. And now we're going to go around and all the way over. Now we're going to slide, and then we're going to jump and make sure we get over that, because you can get stuck there for some strange reason. You can get stuck there. I don't understand why. And so we have one more jump that's very important right there. Perfect. And then we should be able to be scot-free right now. Go up here. Jump over. Fall down. Get up here. Nice. Do some more ducking. And 2 more jumps. Do one more duck. Another jump. And then we're to the end of the level. It's super easy level. Hit once, and we're good. Go. Alright. Now we're going on to the next level. I will explain it when we get there, because like I said, oh, this is Dragon Chase. So Dragon Chase is an interesting level. It's a big reference to to Crash Bandicoot, the very first level of Crash Bandicoot. And you'll see why here in a minute. It's very simple, it's always the same. It is possible to die very easily in this, and I found that out recently in one of my more recent runs. I kind of failed and died, but yeah. Everything's gonna always be in the same spot no matter what. And you don't want to die at the very beginning, otherwise you will have to rewatch this over again, which is very unfortunate. Alright, here we go. Do some sliding forward. We're gonna do a jump over that. I made it over that, yay! I never make it over that. Over to the left, over to the right, then jump over this, then there's going to be some more jumps, and one more, here we go, and just slide to the end. Then we're going to slide over this way, jump on these, and now, anybody like Flappy Bird or Jetpack Jetpack Joyride? Because this is basically what this entire section is. This is kind of like an auto-scroller in a way. There's nothing to speed this up, there's nothing to slow it down. It's just going through this. And as you see, what I'm doing right now is I'm going below, obviously, everything, just so I don't get all the fireflies. So, this is how you can die. If you hit any of those spikes at all, you will die, and you'll have to redo this whole section over again. Until you hit the checkpoint, there's no resetting. You can get hit by the dragon, by the way. Found that out the hard way, not by dying, just that I was testing the waters to see if you could actually get hit, because I didn't think you could. But you actually can get hit by that dragon, which is very interesting because it just seems like a background thing, to be honest. Alright. There we go. This is where I died one time. And literally, that's almost the last spike of the entire thing. No. Almost through this section, and then we have a little bit of fun. First gonna get his snoot stuck. Sorry, dragon. But then he gets out somehow, we don't know how. Just shows up again. He's gonna shoot fireballs at us. This is the fun area. We just have to go up and down. Wherever you are, he will shoot the fireballs. There's the 3. He'll do it again. Alright, perfect. He'll do it one more time. Hopefully not when I'm inside of the tunnel. There we go. Perfect. And we're gonna hit that. Perfect! That was literally as perfect as you could go with that level. That was, like, dead on perfect. There's no other way you could make that go any faster or slower. That was perfect. Alright, so now we're going into the Cobring Mines again, and we're gonna go on to the next area. This is Rope Ride Grotto. This is another reference you'll see coming up here for Donkey Kong Country, and you'll see why once we get halfway through the level, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Right? So one thing about these loading zones is they can be slow, they can be fast. It all depends on how the game wants to work at that moment. Perfect. We don't want to jump on that rope because it's a little bit slower, so all we do is we make sure we dive past it like that. That's fine. Because there's going to be a heart coming up here in just a minute. Maybe grab it. There we go. And now we're going to go and we are going to dodge these bees, but I mean, I don't get the reference. You? Oops. That's fine. So now what we can do is go all the way up to the top here, and it's impossible for these bees to hit you if you go all the way up to the top up here. For some strange reason, that's how it's working. That's fine. There's the heart right here. And here we go. I was going to test out something. I'm not sure if it's faster to go through this area with Toad or not, but I didn't get a chance to test it out. I'll test it out another time. As I'm playing through the game, I always wonder if there's better solutions to some of these areas, and Toad is usually the solution for faster. Go all the way over, and I'm gonna dive right here just so I can get through all those really fast, so I don't have to glide all the way down. It's one of the few damage boosts that are actually helpful. Alright, so we're gonna bounce, and then we have to make sure we don't get hit one more time here. They're nice to me. Perfect. Okay, so now we have there we go. Now I really have to be careful here. I would have taken damage boost right there, because I could, but oh no, that's not good. So I'm going to point out right now, cannons are my downfall when it comes to stuff like this. Like Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong Country, I was really bad at. Anything with cannons that involve cannons in games, I'm really bad at, for some strange reason. See, this is what I would have done normally, had I actually had health. There we go. Alright, that was okay. That death near the very end there wasn't the greatest, but it can happen. Like I said, this isn't like going to be a perfect run. It's just showing off the game and showing exactly what the game is like and how cute and fun this game it really is. This is a fairly new game. It just came out recently this month, so this month as in October 15th of 2024. That's how early this game came out. So recently, I found a faster strat throughout Shadowfish Lagoon. You normally get a new mount in this level. However, if you skip the first one, then it's a lot faster to go through the level if you just skip the first time that you get the mount. As long as you know where you're going, it's a lot faster. It's not worth it to grab the mount, to say the least. Alright, we're going to jump down, and we're going to be going swimming. That's right, our mount is underwater. We have to go all the way down here. Grab these. Go back up. And then we're just going to swim through that, even though it was still there. Bottom, middle, top. Do it again. Go down. And this is where we're going to skip the entirety of our mount for the first time. This is actually faster. As long as you go down here, then go up top, it's impossible for you to lose there. And it gains so much time. Ridiculous. There we go, all the way up. Perfect. Normally you can't hit that guy, but if you go fast enough, you are able to. So these are the shadowfish. They're going to be chasing us, but they're afraid of the lights, so as long as you get to the light fast enough, you will never see them. So you would think that those are all spike balls. No, those are all free to go through. So this is where I wanted to test it for next time I play this. So we're going to be getting our mount again for the second time, but I'm wondering if it's possible that I can really skip that mount as well and just go through, because those shadowfish aren't super fast. But now we actually get onto the mount here, and we're going to destroy that shadowfish. That's the only issue that I have with it, not like skipping it, because the shadowfish, they are a little bit faster, but I'm wondering if I just dive, if I'm able to just like beat them out. There's so many shadowfish. That's just something that I wanted to test out for a while, because a lot of these right here are fake. And I'm not sure which ones are and which ones are not fake. So now we're going to go all the way up here. Once again, we're just going to be facing that way first. Then we're going to be facing that way. We're going to be going over this way. There's going to be another one down below. I'm going to wait back here for it. Go across. There's going to be another one down below. Turn around really quick. Another one right there. Turn around really quick. And go through. We have two more, but they're super easy. We're going to go right there, hit that, and we're going to hit that. Perfect! That was a really good level. That's almost exactly how you want that to go. One hit. Awesome. Alrighty. That's one of my favorite levels, Shadowfish Lagoon. All the underwater levels are basically some of my favorites. You can have more than one favorite level, okay? I'm sorry. You really can. Alright, so now we're going on to our second boss, which is Crusher. Crusher's mine. Alright, so there's like 3 phases technically. I guess you could call them phases. One is running away from him. The second one is the minecart, and the third one is actually being able to hurt him and attack him. And there's no real faster way to hit him, but you just have to go along with it. There is a chance that Nico does not want to jump at the very end of this level. He's done it to me multiple times. Go ahead and run against this. I know what's going to happen. So then we're going to jump up here. Dive underneath, jump up. And hi, guy. There we go. Now, the fun thing here is you could destroy this guy, or don't go that way. Sorry, I warned you. Guy right here. Could have let Crusher kill him too, but he's a lot easier to destroy. Alright. Oh, you jerk. let me... Ooh, that's not good. That's really actually not good. There we go. Alright, so now we're in the minecart. We need to hope that we don't get hit here. Jump. Okay, we can get that one. That's good. Now please jump. Thank you. Duck under. It likes to eat my inputs on this minecart, just on this boss fight. Nowhere else, no other minecarts does it like to eat my input. But on this minecart specifically, it does like to eat my inputs. It's specifically right here. There we go. Right, perfect. Jump, jump, duck, jump, duck, jump, duck. And now we're onto the actual area here, where we go after Crusher himself. Alright, so there's three phases here. The two things that he'll do. The first one, he's going to go from outside in, and then he's going to shoot out his drill again. And then all we have to do is stand right here and duck. Cannot hit us if we're standing right here. It's impossible for him to hit us. It will never change. Now we're going to go right here. Wait for those. And then jump over him. Super easy. We're just going to do this 3 times. Let's hope it spawns right here. Perfect. He's going to go over this way, I believe. Oh, he went that way. Cool. So now he's going to go inside out, then outside in. So we're going to stand right here, wait for an opening inside of the fireballs, right there. Then we're going to slide in, go all the way in here, wait for those to stop, and then slide over again and do the exact same thing we did on the first phase. Stuck right here, and we are safe. Sometimes Niko likes to act like the mongoose that he is and starts roaming around for no reason whatsoever, even though I'm only holding down the down button. Yes, Niko is a mongoose. If you don't know what a mongoose is, I would suggest looking it up. It's on the other side. It's completely random as to where these spawn in, so you want to hope that it's on the same side that you need. It's going to go from outside in, inside out, outside in. Go. And there we go. And then we're just going to do the same phase that we just did. Twice. Back down. And we're good. Alright, Crusher's almost done. Let's hope that we get the right side that we need. I'm literally the right side. I'm going to the right side. I always go to the right side. It usually spawns more on the right side for me. But with my luck, it's not going to. It's going to be on the left side once again. Going to do 5 this time. He's going to go back and forth 5 times. Then he's going to go up into the guy, drop down, and hopefully it lands right here. No, it was on the opposite side like I knew it was going to. There we go. That's the end of Crusher. Super easy boss. Super simple. We're going to skip the cutscene here again, and we're going to go on to the next area. Alright, perfect. Okay. So now we're going to skip a cutscene here, I believe, yep, dialogue. We're going to go on to the next area here. And we're going to go into Skyvines. Skyvines has some levels, let me tell you. They're not the greatest, but they're not like the hardest. They're just very annoying levels. Excuse me. And so we're going to go into Crazy Cannons, and I say some levels. This is one of those some levels, which happens to be Crazy Cannons, which I told you earlier, and you saw earlier, I died during a cannon portion of the game. This is a terrible level. This is basically all cannons. I'm really bad at this level. Really bad. So let's just see how good I can actually get through this. I've been practicing this level a little bit, getting far enough into runs that I I'm able to somewhat do something. Alright, cannon. I just go through that. I always will do that. Just, I feel it's faster to do it that way. There we go. We gotta hope that I can hit this heart right here. Nope, okay. Well, let's hope I don't die then. Up here is our extra heart. Get all the way over here before it hits us. I didn't want that. Okay. There we go. Whatever. Oh, I was gonna say, as long as I don't die, which I did. And it wasn't through a cannon, it was... What? Excuse me? Why way back here? Okay, whatever. Okay, whatever. Take the long way a second time, that's fine. Slide under. Okay. Going. Like I said, this is not a fun level. Even outside of the cannons, obviously. There we go, we have one more cannon that we have to go through, and then we are done with the level. Ah! There we go, and we are done with this level. Fortunately. Not unfortunately, fortunately. We're done with this level. Oh! That was not that great of a level, I'll be honest with you. I can do much better than that, but... This is not a level that I like at all. Alright, on to the next one. Dino Vines. So, you would think, Dino Vines, that means that we have to use the Dino Mount, right? No, that doesn't mean that. That just means that it's called Dino Vines. We can use the frog. Makes it faster. Why not? I found out that, like, I would always use the Dino. I don't like the Dino Mount at all. Like, we're going to use him maybe once or twice throughout the entire run. But I found out, I was like, I like the frog better. I used the frog and it made it so much faster of a level. It's much easier to go around instead of having to wait and use the Dino's powers and stuff like that. So now we're just going to go through as Mr. Toad here. Makes it a whole lot easier. Whew, okay, good. Sometimes you can accidentally jump on his head and go into the bonus area, which you don't want to do for obvious reasons. There we go. We're going to continue on. See, like I said, this is so much faster than having to use the Dino's powers. You gotta just trust me on that. When I say that, you don't know what the Dino's powers are, but trust me, it's a lot easier to do this than Dino. This section. I really want you to use the Dino, but I'm not going to be using the Dino. Whew. That was close. We almost weren't able to continue because I shot the enemy. So that's why I'm going to... There we go, perfect. And that's the end of the level. That was a perfect level right there. That's exactly how you want that level to go. Dino Vines done with a frog. So, Frogo Vines, I guess? We're gonna call that Frogo Vines from now on. Next level we're going into is Swinging Shrine Falls. This one we are not going to be using the frog. Instead, I'm going to be showing you a technique called, normally people call it Coyote Time. However, where you can slide off for a little bit or jump off and then get another jump. However, we're going to be calling this Mongoose Time because we're mongoose. We are not a coyote, we are mongoose. So here we go. We are going to be showing this technique off. Just a little bit here. Plus, the frog cannot go into water, shockingly. So instead, we're just going to be sliding and gliding and doing all this stuff. Perfect. That's how we want that to go. And into the water. Now, here we go. Mongoose Time. Well, every time I want to explain it, I always do that. Mongoose Time. It gives us a little bit of a boost forward, and if you do it correctly, a little bit of height as well. There we go. That was a good Mongoose Time. That was really good right there. That's exactly how you want that section to go, right there at the very end there. What I did, that's Mongoose Time. Right. The game just does not want me to do that correctly. Even though I'm holding the down button, it says I'm not holding the down button. Alright, so get up here. Fall down. These walls, I'm telling you what. I don't like those walls at all. Go over here, drop down. Go up and over, and I'm gonna get this just in case. Mongoose Time. There we go, we're gonna go right, Steve. Then you're going to go left, Steve. And you're going to go left again, Steve. Perfect. I have to tell myself that, otherwise I don't go the correct direction. So right here I would love to do Mongoose Time, but unfortunately, I can't. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go, and hopefully this won't glitch out on us. There is a portion coming up in just a second here, where the game likes to glitch out and not actually, like, hit the height that he's supposed to. Let's see. Right here's good. Right here's good. Okay, here it is. Okay, he got the height that he was supposed to. There we go. First try for everything. That was a really good level. That was solid. We'll take that any day. Perfect. Okay. So now that we're done with that level, see, some levels can be done without the frog. What are you talking about? Because I basically needed to anyway. That would be very hard with the frog, to be completely honest, that level would. Alright, so now we have 2 more levels before we get to the boss. And the story behind this level is that that Luna found a potted plant at the very first level, and the potted plant started to run away, and they're chasing after the potted plant. And she named it Sally. So Sally ran away, and we're trying to go after Sally. So this is Frogs and Frights. As you can tell, we're going to be using the frog. And we would have to get the frog in this level, but we're going to be spawning in a little bit sooner than we normally would. It just makes it a little bit, just a tad bit faster. Oh, and also, spawning in the frog as much as I am, you wouldn't be able to do that in medium. You have to buy your mounts in the medium difficulty, so it wouldn't, this would not, a lot of the techniques that I'm doing right now would not work in the medium difficulty if you ever want to play the medium difficulty. So I didn't get the frog there at the very beginning because right here you can't have mounts anyway, and we're just going to be getting the frog up here anyway, so it would just waste valuable time for us during speedrunners. So there we go. We got the frog, and here we go. Oops. Maybe if I jumped, that would help. Perfect. All the way over this way. Like I said, normally you would have the frog here anyway, so this is nothing new. So something interesting about those green spiders. You can't touch their webs or them. They hurt. Like really hurt. For some strange reason, they're like poison or something. I don't know what they wanted it to classified as, to be honest. So we're gonna lose frog there for a second. And then we have to get through all of this. So this is where you would normally learn about mongoose time. In order to collect those, you actually have to do that mongoose thing that I was doing, the coyote time, mongoose time that I'm calling it. Alright, so now we're gonna get frog here. We would have just got him right here, but I decided to just get him out a little bit early. Alright, so now we're going to jump up here, and now we're going to be coming up onto a section in just a second. Normally what you would have to do is you would have to destroy everything before you can continue on. However, we're going to be a little bit cheatsy here, and we're going to actually be, once I get there, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be dismounting off of the frog and just completely skipping having to do any of that. So we're going to go up here, we're going to dismount, and then we're going to just spawn him back in. Super easy, super simple. Totally worth it to just do that, compared to how long it usually takes to do that. Okay, and that's the end of the level. That was really good. We'll take that. We will take that any day. That was a really good level. Alright, so now we're going to be going into the swamp where we will find Sally. And why did Sally want to go to the swamp? Well, I'll just let you find out for yourself. So we're going in here to meet Sally. And Sally is just a very small plant you'll see once we get into here. Sally is just a small plant, that's all. Wanted to just go to the swamp, take a little bit of a dip. But unfortunately we do, the one bad thing about this level is we do unfortunately have to use the
dino. Hungry, buddy?
Or the dino. So this is Sally there. And that's also Sally right there. I don't have to move. Oh, she did it differently. Normally I just don't have to move at the very beginning. Okay, jump over that. And then this is the Croc's ability. This is why Croc, I feel, is completely useless ability. You eat it and then you shoot enemies out. That's his ability. There's a reason I've been skipping him throughout this entire thing. She is after me today. Wow, that was a good aim, Sally. Can you please give me a heart, though, after doing that to me? I would really greatly appreciate it. No? Okay. Fine. I go as close as I can there, because it obviously will go after her much faster, hit her much faster than normal. It should be all the way up to the right. Yeah, I can just stay right here. Good. Right, perfect. All the way over to the left. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Give me my food. As you saw there, I hit Sally and it was way over, almost off screen. That's the good thing about Sally. She has the biggest hitbox, I think, of any boss in existence, dude. Alright, and there we go. That was Sally for you. Hi, Sally. Alright, we got 4 more bosses. That includes the final boss. Now we're going into the ice world, and there's some levels in here. Some very interesting levels. One that's not that fun to play, but I've been practicing, so hopefully I can show it off a little bit. So now we're going up here into Snowland. Very creative name, isn't it? Snowland? So this very first area, this first level isn't that difficult. It's Geyser Lakes, Geyser Falls, Geyser Cliffs. We are going to be using Frog for this. It makes it loads easier to do than if you were to play this normally. We're gonna, like, about halfway through, we're just going to completely abandon the Frog because it makes it a little bit easier for us to just go as Nico compared to having the Frog still. I always do this because I always get hit by that first guy. We cannot jump until Frog is all the way up, which is very important right here. No. Because if you try any sooner than that, Frog will not go. And you will fall off. I've done it way too many times to let you know that that will happen. Alright. Wait for that. Perfect. Once you wait for that first one, then everything else is fine. Except for him doing that to us. Alright. So I'm trying not to... That's not where we usually abandon him, but I had to abandon him because I was about to die. So we're just gonna go normally now, because we would have abandoned him pretty soon here anyway. This is where we would have abandoned him back there. Have to wait for that to go, and then... Okay, there's the end of the level. Oh man, I almost died there. I didn't die. That's all I was hoping for. As long as I didn't die, that's why I was holding my breath there, because I know that those things will... I'm really bad at dodging those things, like very bad at dodging those. So me getting past that, I will take it. I will take that any day of the week. Going on to the next area here, which is Cold Waves, and this is another underwater level. This is a very, very fun underwater level. As long as you're swimming, you are golden. As long as you are diving, like the fast sprinting, the spinning underwater, as long as you're doing that, you can't get hit. Unless you bump into something. But as long as you're doing this throughout the entire level, you can't get hit. Unless you bump into something, like I just said. Let me demonstrate here. So those things that are coming out of the water there, those are drills. You would want to wait for them. But if you know that you're not going to get hit, you don't need to stop for them. Like I said, as long as you know that you're not going to get hit, you are good. Perfect. Perfect. That was exactly how you want that to go. And once again, as long as you know that you're not going to get hit, just continue forward. Super easy level, super fun level if you know what you're doing. As you can see, I almost got hit there, but I knew I wasn't going to because I was just continuing forward. And just like that is as fast as we went in here is as fast as we are going out, because we're done with that level now. There we go. Alright, on to the next level. I knew that he was going to talk. This is Riptor's Rage. I didn't say Riptos, I said Riptors. Riptor's Rage. Not Ripto's Rage, Riptors. I promise you, it's a different person. Completely. It's Riptor compared to Ripto. There's a difference, okay? So this level we're actually going to be using Frog, and this is a really, really fun level with the Frog. It really is. Plus, it's going to help us later on. We're going to do another like cheatsy sort of situation and jump up out of an area that you wouldn't normally be able to jump out of. So we're going to hold the summon here, and Riptor is going to be coming in with his big ol' ship and try and hurt us here. The first thing that I have to do is not jump. Once again, not jump.
Hey, buddy. Nothing personal. You can chill here if you want.
Perfect. Not jump. As long as you know when not to jump, it makes this level so much fun. That's fine. We have a heart right here. It doesn't really matter. And this is where we just completely skip having to do that section down there. Normally you would have to wait for Riptor to completely get rid of all of the ice down below you. But if you go and you just dismount off of Toad there, don't have to worry about any of that.
Aren't you guys cold?
Alright. Perfect. So the one thing about this water, it seems normal because I'm going pretty fast through it, but the thing about that ice is that it actually, or that water is actually, it's icy, and you can get, if you stay under the water, you will take damage if you're under the water for too long. But that's why I'm just going through and not, like, stopping. Perfect. Exactly what we want. And right here we're going to be, oops, all taking damage, I guess. And now we're going to be summoning in our frog, or Toad friend again. Don't go forward, Steve. Perfect. How did I get hit there? Oh well. We're going to do this really quick, just for safety. This is. And once again, don't move. Because right there, we're gonna get a heart, and now we're onto this section where we literally have to do all this, otherwise we can't continue on. Okay, now last one right there, fall down, and then unfortunately, if you're a fan of the Toad, unfortunately we do have to leave him here. We're not coming back for him, unfortunately. Here we go. Perfect. And this is the last section. So what you're seeing me do is hold the glide, the little parachute, just a little bit. It allows for me to go faster over that ice, because otherwise you're kind of like in ice physics and you like slow down as you're running, but if I jump and then glide just slightly, it just makes me go a little bit faster forward. Alright, so now we're going on to the level, the level that I was talking about that took a long time to get down, and that is Junkyard Madness. Junkyard Madness, we would use Toad, however, it is much more difficult if you're using the Toad, to be completely honest with you. It is much more difficult to control with the Toad in this level. So all I do is I go normally through this level. You can use Toad in here. You can. But it's much more difficult. My goal is to try not to die on this level. That's always my goal for this. Slide, there we go. Perfect. Next up we have this one. Okay, that's fine. Never been hit by that before, but okay. Look here. Perfect, that's what we want. Perfect, good. Okay, that's good. That's fine. We'll take that. So right here, we're gonna hide under here while that thing goes by. Hide in here while that one goes by. Slide up. Gonna wait for this to go by. We're gonna wait right here, over that, then go. I've never actually been able to get that cycle perfectly before, so that was actually really cool. Awesome, beautiful. Nice, that was good. That's exactly what we want to happen right there. Oops. And there we go. That was a good level. That was a really good Junkyard Madness. I was focused a little bit there, but that's how you want that Junkyard Madness to go. Right there. Alright, so now we're on to Robo-Kong. This boss is my least favorite boss in the entire game. Robo-Kong's Cave, my least favorite boss in the entire game because of the RNG, and hopefully I can do the manipulation, show that off, because it's really cool. I accidentally, while I was playing the game, I casually found a manipulation that you can do, and I'm hoping that it will work. I also found a faster way of destroying the boss, so hopefully that works as well. Alright, eat that banana, Nico. So what we're going to do, hopefully if I can get this manipulation correct, we're going to stand right here. He's going to jump over to the left. Okay, that's good. That's the first cycle done. We're going to do the same thing, stand right there. Wait for him to do that, and now he's going to shoot that off. Okay, that's good first manipulation, and now he's going to shoot all of these down. We need to grab this, hopefully turn around correctly. Throw that, and now he's going to completely skip having to do a cycle where he turns or spins around with electric arms. Cool, got the manipulation again. Got it again. Cool. So we're gonna hopefully do that the next time as well. So where these land is completely randomized. I always stand in the same spot every single time, hoping that I don't have to move. Perfect. Again. I move out of the way because his hand can't hurt you. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. That's exactly what you want for that for this first phase. Now I just have to make sure that I get that last hit in. Got it. Let's go. So that's the first phase. The first fight phase. We're going up now. This is starting of the second phase. But this is the scary phase for me. This is the one that we want really good art. Where it's gonna be spawning, where the cylinder spawns is completely random. So we're hoping for good luck for where it spawns. If I stand right here, he should be attacking right where I'm at. Yep, like I said. Okay, so now I can jump over here and hope for the good luck to come in. Good. That's one. Perfect. Okay, let's get some more good luck, please. Like that. That's exactly what we want. Why can't you do that every time for me? Perfect. Okay. Let's get one more good RNG in. Why don't we? There we go, and that's Robo Kong. We'll take that fight, though, any day of the week. Alright! Now we're going on to the next world. This next world is where things start to go down. This is where the runs come to show. This is when the difficulty starts to ramp up just a little bit. The levels start to become a lot harder, to say the least. This is, in all of my runs, this is where stuff starts to happen, where I start to lose time. I can be way far ahead, like 3 minutes ahead, and then Magic Wood comes in. Fallwood Treasure, we are going to be using Frog and Fallwood Treasure Terrors. These first two levels are fine, but then we get into the level that's the bane of my existence. And you will see why when we get to it, because it is not a fun level at all, to say the least. So we're going to first be slamming down in here, and then we'll be bringing out Toad. Here he is. Here's our buddy. Alright. Go down this way. Perfect. Awesome. Good. Alright. Tried to jump under it. Like that. Okay, good. You can just jump over that. Now we're not going to be... We're just going to abandon him from here on out, because it makes this last section... Oh, well, I died anyway. It makes this last section normally easier. Like that. There we go. That's how it's supposed to happen. You can do it with Frog, but it's such a small area there that it's very difficult to jump through that hole there. So, yeah, like I said, this isn't a hard level, but this is when it starts to go down. This is when the levels start to ramp up in difficulty, starting in Magic Wood. Now that we're through that one, though, we go into one that's a little bit more simple. I think this is the one. If not, this is the one that... Okay, yeah, Thorns Valley is fine. This is not that hard, but we are not going to be using Frog in this because we have a lot of spiders that we can actually climb on. They're not the difficult spiders. They're not the green spiders. They're the actual spiders that you can climb on the vines for. This is another Donkey Kong Country reference, obviously, and you'll see why once we get to it. So that's one thing I haven't mentioned yet, is right there what you saw was me gliding a little bit longer than I would normally. That's because once you hit enemies here, you're able to get like a little bit of a boost forward, and if you keep on holding the button to glide still, or slide still, then you're able to continue on with that momentum and just go forward more normally than you would. Alright. Perfect. Go on, Steve. Now there's a guy chasing us. I didn't realize that until like when I started speedrunning this game, that there's actually a guy following us, because we never see him. Like even in my casual gameplay, I never saw him. Oh, that was good, Steve. I've never done that before. Alright. Gotta wait. There we go. We wanted to take it a little bit more carefully there because you will get hit by that last stone monster there for some reason. There we go. Jump into that. And then this is where we run into the actual guy. He's finally here. I thought this is the only spot that he spawns, but apparently he follows you earlier on, and I just never knew that. There we go. And we're done with the level. That was actually really good. That was actually super good. I will take that level like that any day of the week. I focused there at the end because I didn't want to die. I had enough health to be able to slide under and do all that stuff that I just did there. Normally you would have to wait for all that and go up top and blah blah blah, but I managed to get through because I took that damage. Alright, here's the level that I'm talking about. This is Under Pressure. Under Pressure is the bane of my existence. This is where all my time saved, 2 minutes plus, goes down the drain. Because for some reason, I freak out when I get into this level. I practiced this level before I started this submission video, so I'm hoping, praying that I can get through this without having to deal with it. So, this level, very interesting because you see the thing up top there. If you touch it at all, you get hurt. So I was trying to not jump, and I managed to still get hit, as you can see. I'm gonna wait. I could have gone, but I just wanted to wait because I just want to be safe here. Because I've already lost 1 health. Please grab this, thank you. I'm gonna duck here. If I don't get hit. If I stand up, I will get hit right here. Perfect. I had enough time to go through. Perfect. And then we're gonna jump up because we need this safety heart. Another ice and another ice. Perfect. And an automatic go up and over. And now we're going to be meeting our next mount. And this is one of my favorite mounts in the entire game. Well, that sucks because we need that health. We're gonna wait. Still gonna wait because I don't trust myself with all those. I could have gone. That would have been actually perfect timing to go, but whatever. Now we're behind a cycle. There we go. Okay. I'm just focused right here because this level, as you can see, if you just make one mistake, then everything can go down. So this is our next. What? Excuse me? This is our next mount. This is a bat. And the bat has supersonic and it can also fly, obviously. It's a bat. So now we have to make it up to the next one, which is right here. Okay. And it all depends on the angle at which you're facing, to which they to which it shoots the supersonic. So normally what we would want to do is try and make it all the way up to the top. In this section, it's almost impossible to do. I've done it one other time ever. because as you'll see, just a second here. This is the ending right here. Okay, that was good. I practiced this beforehand and it paid off. Because that was actually really, really solid. I would usually die at least once there, but that time I actually made it through on the first try, which I will take any day. Perfect. Going on to the next level, that was like, my hands are sweaty from that one. That level gets to me every single time. Every single time. Now we're going over onto the next one here, and we're going to be doing Glimmering Grove. This one is very unique because we are going to be using the frog for a toad for it, but for one, yes, it is faster, but two, there's something that shouldn't be happening that it does happen with the frog in this level. And I will kind of explain it when we get here. It's also kind of like a reference between Donkey Kong Country, but it goes in the middle of a crash section. And you'll see what I mean just a minute here. So we're going to be using frog here, toad. And now right here, there's going to be, well, not right at this minute, but coming up, there's going to be an enemy. And those enemies are little trees that are running around. In order to get past the trees, you have to hit an eye, a specific eye that slows them down, that eye right there, so you can get past them. However, I found out you don't need to worry about that if you're the frog. The frog can destroy them no matter what. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes it 10 times easier. Gotta wait. Now go. Perfect. But that's what you would normally have to do. But instead, we're just gonna go and we're just going to completely skip having to do all that. Because why would you want to do that anyway? Make it harder for yourself? Nah. Make it easier for yourself? Nah. Let's just have a little fun and destroy more enemies. How about that? Can't the guy get what he wants? Nice. Beautiful. That's fine. Got hurt once, but that was a beautiful Glimmering Grove. Perfect. That was almost a perfect level. If we wouldn't have gotten hit there, that was like solid. That was really good Glimmering Grove. All right. So now we're going on to the next boss. The next boss is Chef, and we're going to Chef's Cafe. And Chef is not a difficult boss. Hopefully, I say that. Hopefully. Because sometimes he can be a real troll, which can suck, because you can't do anything about it. But that's only in the second phase. The first phase is super easy. It's going to be very interesting. All the other bosses, as you've seen, have been spawned in to start. However, Chef is not. We are going to be going into this first area, and for some reason, they decided to make it so Chef is the only boss in the entire game that gets his own fly-in. And by fly-in, I mean literally, you're waiting here for the boss to fly in. He's the only boss in the entire game, and you just have to wait. So this is the first phase. He's going to be throwing stuff like that. That enemy is always going to be spawning from there. Then we're going to wait, and he's going to be slamming his pot down on the ground, and sparks are going to be flying everywhere. Now we have goo that we can't step on it or it'll hurt us. We have to wait for that goo to go away in order to do this, and then we're going to throw that. I jumped there for the sole purpose of I can miss him. I have missed him during a good run and lost like 30 seconds to missing his shot completely. Missing the shot completely, not his shot. That's fine. Alright, so we have one more dynamite that we have to do on this very first phase. Is the Hobling coming down? Oh, there he is. Can't get that just yet. Have to wait. Okay, that's first phase done. Now we're on to the second phase. Second phase, all these boxes are going to be dropping down. Completely random where they drop. It legitimately is just completely random where they drop. So I just have to make sure that I don't get hit by them as they're falling, because that's what's killed me before. And then we jump on his stomach. Now we're going to go up here. We're just going to jump back and forth between these two, so we don't get hit by his laser there. And jump down and do that 2 more times. Not those rings. The rings are only 1 more time. Okay, perfect. Okay, and 1 more over this way. Then I will jump on his stomach, and then we have 1 more way to do that. The reason I jump back and forth is obviously those rings. The reason I'm jumping back and forth is because the rings are actually dropping, but I'm going so fast you can't see that they're actually like falling slowly. And I do that for that sole purpose. Right, and get the last hit on him, and there we go. That is Chef. Like I said, all the bosses aren't that difficult. It's only Robokong that I struggle with for some reason. And obviously, I guess Darby, first level, first boss that I died on, but that was like a fluke. You usually don't die to him. So now we're going into the second to the last world in the game. I said that the difficulty ramps up. Well, okay, not second to last. This is second to last. Yes, this is second to last world of the game. I said it ramps up in that last one, then it takes a little dip down. But then it goes back up on the final area. Dry Sea isn't, like, it doesn't have, like, super difficult areas, but also, inside of Dry Sea is the one skip that I managed to find. And I'm going to be calling it Roller Clip, and you will understand why once I get into there. Alright, so this is Pump and Dump. Pump and Dump is a level. This is where we meet the rock enemies. The only way to destroy those rock enemies is by ground pounding on their heads. And then you can throw the heads that they have and hurt other enemies. It doesn't hurt you if it comes back, but it will stun you for a little bit, which you don't want to happen. And we are not going to be using Frog because of just the way that this level is built. It doesn't work for Frog because we need to do stuff like this, where the Frog would not be able to survive. And there's water here where Frog would not be able to survive. And then we are going to go here. We have to slam down here where there's no way of skipping this. Which we had the bat, which you cannot spawn, unfortunately. Otherwise, these levels would be completely broken apart with the bat, obviously. We're going to jump down here, get that Kobling. Get him. Perfect. Now go down. Go over, up. Oops, that's fine. Because I can go back and grab that really quick. Make sure that you don't get hit by the electricity. Oh, I did get hit by the electricity, fun. Okay, now let's continue on. Get hit by the electricity again. Jump off of this head there, make sure that it's good. Down, middle, up, down, middle, down, up. Perfect. We're gonna get this just for safety purposes. Right, now we have to get up here. We have to make sure that bird doesn't hit us. Get down here, get into the water, and go down. Perfect. And go here. Make sure not to get hit by that. You can actually jump over. I just decided not to for some reason this time. Oops. That's fine. Go up and under. Okay, that's good. This should be a health. Yep, perfect. Good. Nice. Can I make it all the way over? I did. Didn't know if I could. That was a new one for me. I've never actually hit that bird perfectly before. So right here, we're gonna go up top. It makes it like 10 times easier. We're gonna grab this health just for safety purposes. Then we're gonna go up, down, stay down, stay, now go up, stay up, go down, stay down, and go up. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, no way! That was almost a perfect level. I've never done that level that good before. Pump and dump is usually really bad for me. Okay, let's try this again. Up. Down. Down. Up. Up. Down. Up. And up. There we go. Much easier. Alright. It can happen. I was that close to the end. Just had to retry it. It can happen. No biggie. Alright, so now we're gonna go into, what is this, dash, something dash. Drop dash? Drop dash, or something. Desert drop dash. Desert drop dash is a very short level if you do it correctly. If it's done correctly, it is a very, very short level, and it can be fun. However, Nico doesn't like to cooperate when I'm trying to go fast in this level. When I'm practicing, I can do it every single time. When I actually want to do it in a run, he doesn't like to listen to me, so. Go. Good, good, good. Going. Then we're gonna jump on his head. We're gonna do mongoose time. Slide over, then go down. And wait for this so we can actually jump up here. This is gonna go forward. We're gonna jump up here. This is where he doesn't like to listen to me. We're gonna try some mongoose time here in just a second. He did it! Yay! Okay, good. Good job, Nico. Perfect. That's what we want. And slide. Perfect. That was the perfect area right there, what I just did. We're gonna try it here too. I didn't get enough height off of the mongoose time. You can get that off of a mongoose time. Like that. You can get it, but for some reason I didn't get it the first try, but that's fine. We didn't die. We made it through, and we'll take it. Alright. Now on to the next area here. Next one. This is the Bat Sky Scramble. This is where I found the roller clip. So roller clip. What's going to be happening is there's going to be giant circular balls that are spinning around in a circle that have spikes in the middle of them. If you go on the very edge of them, you can clip through the edge of them and completely skip having to wait a cycle. It saves upwards of 30 to 45 seconds. If you do the level completely correctly, it saves about like a minute. It was completely found by accident, and then I tested it out, and it works every single time now. It is very, very consistent every single time that I do it. This level is very fun if you do it correctly, obviously. All levels are fun if you do them correctly. Well, not all of them. I will never say that Under Pressure is a fun level ever. I'm sorry. Via games. But it's not that fun of a level. There we go. We're gonna go up now. It'll be a minute before we hit the rollers, so I can show it off. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here. We're gonna go all the way over here. We're going to slam down and then follow that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave the bat right here. We're gonna slam down, go down here. We're gonna jump on his head, slam down again. Whew. Then we're gonna go up here. So I got to mention this guy. This guy is very busy doing work. So if you knock the stuff out of his hand, he gets very angry at you. Yeah, that's about it. Explained for him. He will chase after you. There's no way of killing him unless you're the frog, and if you hit him enough times, then you can kill him. That's basically it. So we're gonna go up here and make sure that we don't get hit by the spikes or the bird like that, like I always do. Oh, that was close. Alright, so we're still safe. I'm telling you right now, we're still safe because there's going to be a lot of health coming up here in just a minute. It's part of the routing that I have for this level. That was not part of the routing. That was just the game being stupid. Alright. And here we go. This is where we're gonna start the clip. So, following this route that I'm taking right now, we're gonna go all the way down. For safety, I go around all the way. That's fine. We're going to go right here, we're going to slam down. Then we're going to get back on the bat, if it will let me. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing right here. It lets me, there we go. And now we're heading over to it. So these are the giant rollers. First thing you can do is you can go up here. This will make it go a little bit faster. Obviously, we don't clip through that one. But now we're going to go over this way. And like I said, the angle is which you're flying. You can shoot it. There we go. And then we're going to clip through that. That's one. That's the first one. That saves a little bit of time. Then we're going to go all the way over here. And we're going to do it again by going all the way in there, going down, and hitting this cycle. That's good. Then we have one more that we have to do. And this one's the one that you have to make sure that you have enough health. That's why the routing has the health involved. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, we're going to go in here and get hit by that, and that's going to completely skip you through and clip you, so you don't have to wait for that entire cycle of that roller going around. Completely found by mistake. Oh my gosh, that was close. There we go. And that is the roller clip showing off for a marathon submission. So happy for that to happen. Oh, alright. So now that we're past roller clip, it's not that difficult to be completely honest. It's just a lot of mashing the button to get through the wall. Now we're going on to the next area here. And this is Lava Temple. Lava Temple is basically an auto-scroller throughout the entire thing. It's just the lava is chasing after you and you have to make sure that you don't get hit by it. It's not a super difficult level, knock on wood, but it's just annoying. It's an annoying level, to say the least. Alright. Come on, loading screen. There we go. We're not going to be getting Frog because Frog will not fit through half of this level. You'll see here in just a second what I mean. Frog cannot fit through that. So that's where we would lose Frog anyway, so it's not even worth it to do it. Okay. Alright. Fall down, jump over. Cool. There's this. Ooh, that was close. Alright. And now we're going to get more of these. Hi, guy. Can't get killed by those little things shooting down, unfortunately. Otherwise, he probably would die, like, right away. We're always gonna get that eye. It's... Oh, that was weird. I almost didn't get killed there, or get hit there. That was wild. Alright. I'm trying to slide down as fast as I can here, because then the lava just stops. I'm doing this for safety purposes, because of this next section right here. So you could use the head here to go all the way down, but it's a lot slower, I found out. Really? That's fine, whatever. We're gonna slide down here. Hit all of these on the way down. And then just bounce. Bounce. And in. And that's Lava Temple. It's like I said, it's not a hard level, it's just annoying. Because it's an auto-scroller, like a really slow auto-scroller. Alright. Now we're going on to the next boss. This is actually my favorite boss in the entire game. This is Toby. Toby the dragon, the water dragon, and he is protecting the lake. Nico decides that he wants to go fishing, and so Toby decides that he doesn't like that he's fishing and decides to come up out of the water. This is Toby's burning coast. He has a lot of health, but you'll see why he has a lot of health in just a minute. It's super easy to hurt him. It is. Where he spawns is all RNG as well, fortunately, so, see, Nico decides that he wants to fish. Luna says, no, you shouldn't have done that. There's one slam down on him. Now, left or right? Oh, you're gonna stay there? Okay. So we're gonna hit him again. Right there. Where's the next one? Over here. Cool. Thank you, Toby. Oops. Where are you going now? In the middle again? Okay. So these pink fireballs will shoot off extra fireballs like that. Ooh, that's not good. I need health really bad. That's why, because I knew he was going to do the fire attack. Whew, that was close. I need to hope that these guys bring health for me. Oh, there was the health too. I was trying to get the health. Oh well, that's fine. Alright, here we go again in Toby. One more time, Toby, let's go. We can do it, Toby. It wasn't even Toby that hurt me. Those enemies hit me twice. Alright. Gonna stay there, Toby? Okay, that's fine. What you gonna give me now, Toby? Where are we going? All the way over here? Okay. Fire attack? That's fine, Toby. Do you, boy? Did I get you? Yep. Cool, and last one. There we go, Toby's done. That's unfortunate that I died, but he's still my favorite boss. He's super fun. Like I said, very unfortunate. So now we're going into the final world of the game. And this is where I'm going to warn that this game could potentially crash. Yeah, it could potentially crash. And don't worry about it, it will, it does it. I've gotten lucky one time when I've been doing a speedrun where it's not crashed. And that's my PB of a 2:08. So we're hoping, praying, please do not crash, because this is, then I'll be able to show the game off in its fullest without any crashes. I mean, I can still show off the game in its fullest as long as it doesn't glitch out on the final boss. If it glitches out on the final boss, then we have to figure out stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We're hoping. Alright, so this is AirTube Adventures. This level. This level can give or take, like, big time. Because it can be extremely difficult if you're not like on a cycle that's like helpful for you. Like that bird will always get you if you aren't on the good cycle. I do that every single time. Here we go. So right now we need to be very careful. We need to jump over instead of going underneath. It is faster to go underneath, but I always get hit every time. And I'm being very careful here because, like I said, I can die very easily here. All right, we'll take that. Alright. Good. One more over. Woo! Okay, let's go. So now we can get all of our health back right here. Well, not if I run into him, I can't. Well, we can technically get our health back like that. If we wanted to, I didn't want to, but... Okay, now we're going to glide all the way over here. We're going to jump onto that bird's head. Now we're just going to take it slow here. There has to be a faster way to do this, but I cannot figure out a way yet to do this faster. Uh-oh. That's not good. because we need... Oh, we did it. Alright. I have this focus there because that is a very difficult level. If you start dying and you get in a cycle of dying over and over again, then yeah. But luckily, we did that really well. I know I was focused a little bit, trying to figure out what I needed to do with 1 health left. But yeah, there are multiple ways to do that. You can go a little bit faster, obviously, but with 1 health, it's very difficult. Alright, this is Conveyor Spark Sprint. This is a fun level, but also, once again, difficult. So we're in the final area. Of course, it's going to have difficult levels. So starting at Conveyor Spark Sprint, this is where the game could potentially crash. Just a heads up warning, because then we would have to go back into it would take us back into the main menu, for obvious reasons. Crashing. Okay, that's good. That didn't crash. Cool. We got that cycle right there. Cool. Didn't get hurt there. Nice. Perfect. Now we're gonna go. And we're gonna sprint up this, like slide up that. We're gonna go forward and not stop, because if we do stop, then we wouldn't have ended up in that cycle. We're gonna wait a second. We're gonna slide down. Then we're gonna wait 1 more second. Wait for him to go. Then we go. Perfect. Once again, you just don't wait, just go forward. Glide over him. We're gonna drop down here. Wait for that to go, and then we're gonna go. Perfect. That one is one that you do have to wait for, but I didn't. Now we're gonna get that bird to shoot that, then we're just gonna glide over it. Instead of going down below, this is faster to go up top. Then we're going to drop down below here. Get into the fun area here. Wait, now go. We got the good glide. Oops. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Honestly. Oh, we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait. There we go. I have enough health to be able to do that. Normally I wouldn't. And there we go. We are to the end of the level. Perfect. That wasn't too bad. We'll take that one fault, 1 death. Now, everybody cross your fingers. Everybody cross your fingers. This is where it can crash. This is the first crash site. And it crashed. There's our crash. Okay. Yep, there's our crash. Go right back in. I warned ahead of time it will potentially crash, and it did. That's usually where it crashes, right before flickering, before the next level flicker.
Nice.
So now we're gonna hope that the final boss is not glitched out for us. That's our only hope. I didn't test out beforehand to see if there's a way to get him back to working. Because why I say glitched out is what I literally mean is that if you jump on him like you're supposed to attack him, he will hurt you every single time. And we don't want that to happen. We want it to just continue and complete the speed run. Alright. Going into the next level here. We are going into Flicker Factory. And actually for Flicker Factory, we haven't seen him in a while, but we're going to bring in our friend Toad. Come in, Mr. Toad. Come in, Mr. Toad. Calling Mr. Toad. Calling Mr. Toad. Excuse me. There we go. And the good thing about Mr. Toad here is that he lights up the way for you. And as you can see, this is kind of like one of the flicker levels inside of a Donkey Kong Country game. But I know where almost everything is, so I don't really need to worry about it. There's not a lot of spikes here. Oops. We don't need to worry about hitting those switches to turn on the lights because you can hear them and also see them come up. Perfect. Those ones are really obvious. They're coming out. I could have probably went for those. Alright, go. Good, good, good. Jump up here and then here. And go forward. Okay. These lasers obviously are dangerous, so we have to wait. And unfortunately, we have to leave Mr. Toad there from now on. He's not coming with us, unfortunately. We do need to hit the switch, because that's the only way we can actually get out of here. Or, you know, it won't just hit at all. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Never had that happen before. I need health really bad. Thank you. I didn't get the health in time. Awesome. Okay. I'm usually better at this level, but the game usually allows for me to actually, like, hit the button. Here we go. We go up here, and I have to tell myself that because I've fallen down way too many times down below. There we go. Saved myself there. And now we're to the end of the level. Whew! That was scary. One death isn't bad on that level. So we have one more level before the final boss. And that is Mount Mayhem. And what do you think Mount Mayhem titles? It's not what you actually think it is. It's not a mountain. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We've been riding mounts this entire game. We get to use all of them. Well, most of them. Most of them we'll be using. All but one. And that one happens to be the dino, because it's a lot easier to use a frog in that section. Alright, so Mount Mayhem. This is a little bit longer level, like a 5-minute level, I believe, if I remember correctly. We're gonna bring out Mr. Toad here. Make it a whole lot easier. Instead of having to have the dino, we're just going to be jumping up here and using Toad. Oh no! That's not good. Whew. Alright, we made it. Safely somehow. I've never had that happen before, to be completely honest. Alright, now we're going down. And once again, we're going to be getting this out. Rocking out with that do. Oh, fun! This fish never hits me. All these for the fans of the submission video. Let's go down. Try this again. And actually do it this time. Should have taken it safe like I always do. That. Like I said, I need to test this out too. And see if this is faster with just Nico, instead of having to wait for this mount. Because this mount is super slow. It's like the slowest mount in the entire. So if I can be just Nico for this section, that would help out dramatically. Yeah, I'll have to test this out so I might not even have to use this mount at all in the future. I'm not going to risk it. You can go all the way through without having to stop, but I can't risk it and then actually saying, oh no, you actually got hit. Because that game likes to do that sometimes, even though I know that you can make it through. Okay, this is the boar that I think you've seen once before. I can't remember. I don't think you've seen it. Right, and the boar can run through literally anything. Besides the reading guys, you can run through anything. So you say, well, Steve, why don't you use that for everything? Because you can't jump high. Which is the unfortunate part. Alright, so now we're on to second to last area. We're going to be using that in this next area. We're going to be going straight up, over, and then straight up again. Okay. We're going to go up, over, up again. Dodge these guys. Wish that there was health here, which there is not. Because this area is miserable. I got past the birds at least. That's all I care. Getting past those birds is my priority inside of this level, because those birds are the worst thing to come to this level. Everything else is perfectly fine, including this. This is my favorite part of this level. Whee! Whee! So now we get Toad once again. Alright, we need to make sure that we don't get hit again. Gotta watch ourselves here. Okay, we're good there. Cool, we got that, we're good. Alright, now we're set to the end of the level. So we're gonna hop along and get to the end. It's a fun level if you can actually get it, but those birds are just something else, dude. Alright, so now we're going into the final boss. Let's hope, please, everybody cross your fingers. Cross your fingers that this does not glitch out on us. Because if it doesn't glitch out, then this is a really good run. If it doesn't glitch out, then we should be done within 5 minutes. If not, then we have to figure out a way to it to actually work again. And the way that I'm thinking is to reset the game entirely one more time, and see if it resets it to like factory reset basically. Alright, so the final boss isn't super difficult. I'll say that right now. But if he glitches out in the final phase, then there's nothing we can do, and we have to, like, reset one more time to get it to work. So right there, he has a couple of things that he can do. It's in random order. He'll throw that sword. He can do this lightning. For this lightning, we're just going to stand right here, and we're just going to duck, and just like Bruiser, he cannot hit us if we're right there. If we're ducked, he can even stand right here, and he can hit us. Then he can jump, and the final phase that we need him to do right now is the laugh. The laugh is how we can hurt him, because all this stuff will be falling from the sky. We have to dodge all this stuff, and then a bomb will fall down. That bomb will fall down, he'll jump again, then we hit him. We'll do that 3 times for his first phase. Okay, that's good. Which means if he's laughing right now, he's going to throw his sword for the next one, so we can't throw the bomb right away. Otherwise, that sword would have stopped it. Then we're going to go over here, we're going to grab it, and we're going to throw it. So far, so good. Now he's going to, lightning. We're going to go over here, duck down, stand over here, duck down, jump, and duck down. Going to jump, and then jump again. Then he's going to throw his sword one more time. Then he's going to get over here, and he's going to laugh. No, lightning, okay. Not good RNG. Not good RNG. That was kind of slow RNG, but whatever. He's gonna do jumping for this final one. Oh, the sword, really? Really bad RNG, holy crap. Okay, that's first phase. Now we go into the chase sequence with the lava going up. This is the easy part. Fight. We're gonna run into basically every enemy that we've ever encountered ever. Like I said, basically every enemy we've encountered ever in this game. Every enemy we've encountered ever. Okay, this area is kind of interesting. That's fine, because there's one more health up here. Alright, let's see if the game glitches out on us. Okay, that's good. Oh, we're going to go all the way over here because he's going to be shooting them from right to left, and then from left to right, every single time. He won't reverse that order. And he's going to come back down, and this is where we will find out if the game glitches out or not. So now we have to hit him. And if we get hurt... Yup, okay, game's glitched out. It's impossible for us to win unless he gives us health, which he will not. Because what's supposed to happen is we're supposed to be able to hit him, and at that hit where I slammed on his stomach, he's not supposed to hurt you there. You're supposed to be able to hit him and bounce off without him hurting you. But for some reason, if the game crashes, then it messes him up, his stuff up, and then it won't allow for us to actually hurt him. It hurts us at the same time. And you can get the final hit on him, and then you aren't able to hurt him at all after that, because the game glitches out so much that you're not able to hurt him. So here we go again. We're gonna go in one more time to the final boss and do the whole thing over again. So if it ever crashes, I might have to just like reset it a second time right before this boss, just so I'm able to not have to get all the way up there and realize, oh wait, I can't do it now. We'll see if this resets it. We'll wait. We have to wait until literally that top phase to see if it resets it or not. Because I've watched other people play this game and they do not have that that problem, that issue whatsoever. All right, let's see. Oops. Well, that's not good. Okay. This is a different cycle. It's good. Gonna throw the sword. Good. Stand over here again. Duck down. Jump. Stand. Duck. Jump. And stand. Alright. Jump now? Are you jumping? No? Lightning again. Okay. That's a bad RNG again. Alright, and now laugh, please. Thank you. That means he's gonna throw for this next. Oh, he's jumping. And grab this and then throw it. Or he throws his sword. Perfect. Alright. Lightning again. Down, up. Up. Jump. Jump. Then duck. Another laugh, okay. That means he's going to do jumping, I think. Yep. Alright, let's hope that that resets it. Me turning it off like that and resetting it. Hopefully that works. Alrighty. Let's get back up there. Get back up here. Here we go. And back in. All right. All right, let's see. Perfect. Over this way. All right. Now we'll see. This is our last chance to see if resetting the game works. Yes, it does. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, now we can finish the fight. Here we go. We have to do that 2 more times. Go all the way over here. So that's what's supposed to happen. You saw me do the exact same thing. However, that crash is what makes it so the game is like messed up. and it doesn't allow for me to attack him for some reason. Alright. And then we have one more time. Oh, starting with that. Alright. We'll take that. Alright. Perfect. Then the lasers. There we go. This should be the last thing, and then the timing comes the second that we get the final hit on Grimbald. And time. Alright. Well, that was Nikoderiko, the Magical World. If you enjoyed watching this run and really thought it was really cute and awesome, I would really appreciate it if it was chosen for the marathon. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you there.